I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm...
Father, what's going on?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father?
Shh, it'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away.
Right. Please, Sean, I'm your father. Talk to me. Just...
Father? Father! Father! Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father?
Father is my unofficial title.
Uh-huh. Just... help me understand.
I promised answers, but I need you to realize you have traveled very far. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod, but then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yeah. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been... But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA. I am their father. Through science, we are family.
Sean.
It really... I know you must have questions.
Your mother.
Yes. I've gone over the records.
Collateral damage? Is that...
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? For many years, I never quit. With old age comes regret. But what else can I?
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned.
You knew the man was a psycho...
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short. The Institute took advantage of Institute technology. He never failed the Institute. I won't lie. It's no... What else can I?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. The Institute.
But direct...
I was the most qualified for the... I've lived my life within the... Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you. Just... I know there's more.
Right.
The Institute is on the verge of some... I've been a part of it. And now...
Maybe.
I know. The Institute can provide... You've been in the Commonwealth.
Things are pretty...
I've seen it myself, and it's a life...
Sure.
I simply ask that you... We really do have humanity. Will you take...
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home. You want to introduce yourself to... And finally, Dr. Lee...
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
He's definitely impressive.
Yes, it's pushed.
Right.
I'll make sure it's brought back online, but I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for... Do you think you could...
I don't need a synth.
Yes, but not the Sean you... I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this
Hey, Doc.
primary drive
They weren't
servo.
kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. When Father told us about you, I could hardly... If you don't mind my asking...
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope... Now, as you might guess, we maintain and upgrade. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls. The work we do might not be... So, now that you're here...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. Take your time. If there's anything else you'd like to know about...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Dr. Ayo.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some
You're
heads
here.
together.
What
Glad
now?
you made
They're
it.
dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Please don't.
So,
There's enough
here you
friction as
are.
it is
Sure.
between
Justin Ayo,
us and pretty
acting
much all the
director of the
other
Synth
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye.
Right.
Despite your relation to Father,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any...
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide... Our primary responsibility is the...
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might... As to why they're escaping, our main instrument is the Courser. A third... Coursers hunt down. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one.
Sure.
In fact, I'd very...
Uh-huh. I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more... I suppose I'll have to ask Robotic. Now, unless you need something else...
If you're the acting head of the ESRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position.
Right.
In his absence?
Uh-huh.
All systems nominal.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time. And the side
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get...
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of... Now, unless there's something else.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects. I'm hoping that the above...
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
You had time to examine my
We're
latest
all
reports
looking
on
forward
batch
to working with
274.
you.
Not yet.
Doctor.
I wonder how the
Welcome.
Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must be
Clayton
close to
Holden,
10 years old by
head of the
now.
bioscience.
It's
I can't
remarkable
wait for
that
you
any
to see the
child
work
can
we're doing.
survive for so long. Don't you think?
I look forward to learning.
In that case, let me give you, as the name implies, our most important direct. To that end, we've even started to. You probably saw the gorillas.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work,
Right.
I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time.
Sure. I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, our projects sometimes require. From what I've heard, you are both. In any case, I imagine you'll want to.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care then.
Nice.
We'd be lost without you, Isaac.
The compliment is quite unnecessary, Dr. Holdren.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Security's too tight. Security's too good.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Sweet. Loctite. Yes.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO. Threat lost. Entering enhanced detection mode.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Engaging at minimal distance. You are... facing an Assaultron-class combat robot. Death is inevitable.
There we go.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document. Plant growth.
smell like you've been above ground.
Well, I'm glad to see.
The interceptor worked.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable.
Protect and
Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. I'm going to rest for a while. In any event.
You willing to do some work?
I can't help right now.
It's a free con.
Hey, Sturgis.
You willing to do some work?
I can't.
It's a free. You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me.
Well, just make sure there's a workbench over there.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know. But it never hurts to be all the good stuff on. After that...
So much research.